Your secret to success is being too much. Yeah, you heard me right. It's being too much. It's being completely 100% yourself and just shining, especially as a woman. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Magnetic Online Leaders Podcast. I'm your host, Stefi Lane. Make sure to like and subscribe. And today we're talking all about being too much. And that's why I decided to wear a dress that feels like a little bit too much for YouTube, but who cares? I wanted to be extravagant and share it all. And who doesn't like a little bit of glam? Let me know if you've ever been labeled as too much, too ambitious, too loud, too soft, too shy, too outgoing, to whatever it is, which all stems from you being not enough, to whatever the circumstance, the people, the environment around you. I want you to know and understand by the end of this episode that the too muchness is actually your secret to success. It is that secret formula that is going to get you to where you want to be, to what you want to achieve, to get to the desires, to manifest the goals, because you have to be comfortable with your too muchness. Especially as women, we are always told to tone it down, take it back, calm down. You're being too much. You're too loud. You're too emotional, whatever. You're too crazy. I'm sure you've heard it all. I've definitely heard it all from ex-partners, from old friends, from even family members. But this is the thing. It's really coming to terms and having this calmness around that your too muchness is more than enough for yourself. So what I want you to learn is, because society really wants you to tone it down, take it down a notch, come down to earth, be where all the rest of us are playing. It instills self-doubt, stops your confidence, and it really stops you in your tracks of going after what you want to go after. The biggest pivot in life, the biggest up level in life you can do is by embracing your too muchness. This will unlock your success. This will allow you to play bigger. You won't necessarily not care what people think, but you won't let it stop you from doing the things you want to do. You'll still care and you'll still think about things and be like, okay, this is what they're going to think about. They, who, people who sort of thing. But you're going to be like, I want to make this happen. I am determined to go after what I want to do. And yeah, I'm going to maybe ruffle some feathers. I'm going to make some people uncomfortable. They're going to say, wow, ooh, look at her now. Look what she's doing. But you know what? It's the alternative is me not doing it. And that's not an option. So I want you to reframe too-ness as a superpower. It is one of your greatest assets, especially you ladies. The myth of too much. I want you to know that this often reflects discomfort in the other person. Their discomfort with your power, with your passion, with your enthusiasm, with your authenticity. And it has nothing to do with you. It's not a flaw in you, baby. It's not a flaw. And it's such a superpower. And that's why women need to embrace their too muchness even more. The world needs your too muchness. And I don't want you to think too muchness is only aligned with being an extrovert or being loud or being zany or being like, look at me over here. It's not any of that. Your too muchness is turning up yourself 110%. It's turning up your quirks. It's turning up even some of your flaws, even some of the weird things you do, like actually being like, I am going to do this full out, full out, full out, full out. It's like that very famous quote, well-behaved women rarely make history. And I want that for you. I want you to express yourself in leadership and art and in fashion and to be this too much radiant being because you stood out and you succeeded because you dared to shine. You dared to show up. Your too muchness is a superpower, like I mentioned before, but magnetism is in the uniqueness. You can't fake uniqueness. Like you can't be like, I'm authentically a tomboy or I'm authentically this person. I'm definitely not a tomboy. So you could tell that is somebody or something I could not fake, right? But magnetism is in the uniqueness. And, for me, like I'm really goofy, I'm really zany, but I'm also very sexy and I like to dress up and I like feminine things and magnetic things, but I also like making money and I like having my business and I like striving and I like going after my goals. This is the uniqueness in myself and the uniqueness in yourself. Connect this with your brand pillars. Connect this with who you are, your core essence, your values, because authenticity attracts the right opportunities and the right people to you. So magnetism is in the uniqueness, being uniquely yourself. And that's a whole journey that you're going to go on for the rest rest of your life is finding out what makes uniquely you. And it's such a good self-discovery. Like even for myself, like I figured out my pillars, my core pillars of my life that has absorbed into my business. And that's why I can do this thing where I want to be myself and then also have and run my business as well. Steps to embracing your too muchness, because you need to do it. You got to do it. You got to embrace your too muchness. Step 1 is owning your narrative. Identify the qualities that people have said that you're too much, you're too ambitious, you're too creative. I remember somebody told me that I was too materialistic because I really do value luxury things. And it doesn't have to be name brand things. There's a difference between name brand and luxury, but I really do value luxury things. This is me, not everyone's like this. I rather have one really good quality purse than a bunch of crappy purses. I also am a minimalist in that sense. I'd rather have one really good quality thing than a bunch of bad things. Like when I used to shop at fashion places, I would get a top that was like trendy and I would wear it one time and then it would pill or it would fall apart and then it just goes into the landfills. I don't like that. Doesn't resonate with me. It's not who I am. And I had to let that go. And so I had to flip the script of the narrative of, I am materialistic, or actually I can flip it even more. I value quality things. And that's the narrative. If you tend to be too loud to other people or too ambitious or maybe too flirty, too sexy, whatever it is, flip it to better enrich yourself. Because when you view these parts as assets, because they're assets. Obviously there's some shadow side, which we'll talk about in another episode, but flip them and see them as assets. Show up unapologetically. Show up unapologetically by taking up space, whether it's online, in a meeting, at a date with friends, whatever it is. Because when you start to show up you take that boldness, you start to build that confidence and you start to build it and it starts to become like a repetition, right? You're like, I am comfortable with taking up space. I am comfortable with speaking my voice up in this meeting. I'm comfortable with wearing the red lip, whatever you desire and whatever you want to share your authentic self and connecting with the right audience. You are not going to resonate with everyone. Not everyone likes you and not everyone's going to approve of you and not everyone's going to be around you. It is what it is. I wish I learned that when I was a teenager, that desire to get validation, that desire for someone to like you when they don't, when no matter what you do, no matter if you bend yourself into a pretzel, no matter if you change your whole personality, they're not going to like you. And there's some freedom. There's actually a big freedom in knowing that not everyone's going to like you. And that's okay that not everyone likes you. Because when you stand in your authentic self, you attract the right people, the right clients, the right friends, the right suitors, the right opportunities to you because you were able to repel the people that weren't right for you. And I want you to celebrate standing out. This is important to celebrate it. I desire for you to stop trying to blend in, to fit in, to be wearing the latest trends and trying the things that all the cool girls are doing. You don't need to do that anymore. Because when you celebrate what makes you different, you're unique, your brand, your vibe, your new essence, people will be so magnetized towards you because they're like, wow, look at her. Look what she's doing. This is incredible. This is something different. This is something unique. And this is something that's her. Like that famous quote, you weren't born to blend in. You were born to stand out. So shine, shine, shine. When you create opportunities from your boldness, it leads to connections, standout moments, and career growth. By showing up as your authentic self, this really does elevate you. When you embrace your too muchness, you create and you build confidence, which is a muscle, and you build success. Confidence comes and then the success comes, and you can't bypass that. You have to be able to build that muscle with your too muchness. Trying out things, doing things, going to your edge, going to your uncomfortable zone and being like, can I do this? Yes, I can. I can make this happen. I can do this. What would my highest and elevated version do? I would do this. And again, just tying this all into feminine leadership, tapping into your intuition, tapping into your creativity and connection, and really understanding that you're going to be safe in your too muchness. That's actually one of the biggest lessons, is to remind yourself that you're going to be safe. Even if, so-and-so doesn't give you the validation that you want. inherently you are safe, and you are safe in your creation, you're safe in yourself, you're safe in your vessel, you're safe in your body, and reminding yourself that you're safe to be too much. And not everyone's going to resonate with it, and that's actually good. It means that you're on the right path if not everyone resonates with it. So good job. So shine brighter, live bigger, be bolder, be too much. That's what I want from you, because your too muchness is going to unlock your success. It's going to unlock your confidence. It's going to unlock all the things that you're desiring to create in your life, because you went for it. You got uncomfortable. You expanded into yourself. And if you're ready to dive more into your too muchness, you want to connect with your feminine leadership, stand out in your brand, get over any of your blocks or your resistance to sharing your message online, to being magnetic, to attracting dream clients, I invite you to work with me one-on-one. I take one-on-one clients through a 3-month experience where we really connect with your power, connect with your message, and create a strategic plan for you to show up and become micro famous. If this is of interest of you, just message me on Instagram at Stefi_Lane_, or you can go to my website at stefilane.com. That's STEFILANE.com. And there is an application right there for you. All right, everyone, have a beautiful magnetic day, and I love you so much. Go be too much.